Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. In today's episode, I'm gonna cover how to invest in Pokemon in June of 2026. And trust me, the market today looks nothing like it did last year or even last month. Pokemon is basically like the weather in Florida, unpredictable, dramatic, and sometimes always surprising. Before we talk about cardboard dragons and shiny mice, let's zoom out and talk about the actual go of investing in any asset, whether it's Pokemon, stocks, or your cousin guaranteed crypto project. The go is simple: buy something today, watch it grow over time, and beat a standard yardstick. For me, that yardstick is the S&P 500. Turns out to be about 10% annual return. If my Pokemon investment can beat that, then Pikachu is officially my new financial advisor. And look, I'm not trying to build some galaxy brain strategy that only 15% of the world understands. I want something simple enough that my kid or someone's grandma could follow without needing a PhD. Pokemon is easy to understand, just like sports card, but without the risk of your favorite player getting arrested for something stupid. Charizard isn't getting a DUI. Pikachu isn't getting suspended for gambling. The IP is clean, strong, and loved globally. But beginners need to understand one thing. Pokemon have cycles, just like Bitcoin halving cycles or the stock market bull bear cycle. The first part of the cycle is what we call the pre-release prices. Those are the overinflated prices you see on eBay or TCG Player. They're like theme park soda inflated. For example, something that I bought for $59.99 on PokemonCenter.com, it's selling for $400 or $500 in pre-release prices. As we move closer to release day, the prices start to drop. On release day, everyone lists their products, so there's new selling pressure and there's more competition, and therefore the prices drop. In the next cycle, we consider this the reprint or the next wave. Prices drop again. Where there's more supply, it means cheaper boxes and cheaper cards. We've seen that happen with the Prismatic. They released it over and over and over, and each time they release a big wave, whether it hits Sam's Club or Costco, the price is sort of corrected. And I think the last one was even GameStop having pre-orders that you could have just bought from them directly. And that one wasn't a big correction in price, it was pretty minor, but again, that's part of the cycle. Then we move into what we call the out of print phase. That happens as soon as you rotate out of competitive play and there's no more reprints or the product just dries up. You're never going to find it in retail. Cycles in Pokemon doesn't repeat. As something gets older, you're not going to go and revisit a pre-release price again. That only happens on the new set. So it's a little bit different from other asset class. So let's talk about risk profile. In a traditional market, there's low risk, low returns, high risk, high returns. Think of low risk as your dividend or your bonds or your T-bills. Then something that's moderate risk is like an EFT or a mutual fund. High risk becomes things like stock picks, crypto projects, options, or futures trading. Pokemon is no different. If you think of sealed products, it's generally on the low risk side. The sealed product is the grandma friendly way to invest. Just buy clean boxes, no dents, no tears, no my dog stepped on it corners. It's simple, predictable, and historically strong. So easy, even my grandma can do it. Now, when you move on the risk scale, think of singles cards. Buying singles, raw or graded, is where things can get spicy. You need to know which card are in demand, which artwork ages well, which card are actually gradable. And grading, that's a different story. Most people have a batting average under 50% of PSA 10s. Someone who's really good may average 70 or 75% or more. And those cards, when you get a PSA 10, can be worth 3x or more. Now, some products outperform others, even within the same set. Historically, booster boxes, sealed cases are generally pretty good. ETBs are fine. There's certain products that have certain special or unique promos, they're good. So the high tier products will outperform the low tier products. The best sets also outperform the worst set. So you got to use a combination of understanding good sets and good products. It is that simple. When I started last year, Shrouded Fable was everywhere. It was basically the only thing retail stores had. I grabbed whatever I could find and quickly learned that not all products are equal. I did see Stellar Crown and Twilight Masquerade ETBs sitting on shelves, but Destined Rivals and Prismatic ETBs, I never saw them once. Then I discovered Pokémon Center ETBs, and my wallet immediately filed for a complaint. If I missed a pre-order, I had to buy them at the secondary market, and that hurts. Then came Sam's Club and Costco drops. Absolute gold mine. Better value than MSRP. If you know, you know. As my collection grew, I started trading up. People ripping for master sets wanted more packs, so I would trade 2 regular ETB for 1 Pokemon Center ETB. I created a win-win situation. Now that I'm better at finding retail products, I have become more selective. Most of us have a finite budget, so we need to spend wisely. Heading into July, I'm focusing on Ascended Hero products and First Partner Series 2. I'm not adding more Perfect Order, no more Chaos Rising. My eyes are locked on the 30th anniversary set.